Hello and welcome to another update video about ICP. We haven't covered it in the last few weeks, not very often at least. It is also not very interesting, but I know a lot of you are waiting for an ICP update, so I thought I'll provide an update, with best of my to the best of my abilities. I mean, it's really not a great chart. It doesn't really respect the Fibonacci levels very well, which is quite common in diagonal patterns. This move up is a bit concerning the way it looks. I've been highlighting in recent weeks and months actually that this move up is going to be choppy. It's going to be a bumpy ride, and you see it. And we could recognize that before it happened because the initial rally started with a three-wave move. Those are not necessarily the trades you want to be in when you trade aggressively, right? Because you see there are seemingly unexpected pullbacks along the way all the time. The sellers are selling into the rallies. It's just not impulsive, and you see the sentiment here is just not very bullish. It is short-term still potentially bullish, but as you can see, it's pretty much just a range, right? The low in July formed at around 550. I mean, the move up, even though it moved up to $15 temporarily, we're back below $10 now. And the problem is, this is just not a great chart. But that's nothing new. We've been talking about that in recent videos quite a lot. It is entirely possible that this move to the upside is a 5-wave move, right? That the move down is a 3-wave move. So we have an A-B structure, and we're moving up now in a wave C. Now, let me tidy this up a little bit so we have a little bit more clarity on the chart. But I'll show you. I'll show you the pattern here. Yeah, maybe like that. We can just, because it's easier to see. So if this is a 5-wave move in wave A, this is a B-wave pullback, then the C wave here, right, it would need to be a diagonal pattern because it can't be impulsive the way it looks. So one way of labeling a diagonal is to say this was a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, this is a 4, and we could get still another move up in wave 5. So labeling that in white. Oh yeah, wave degree. So this would be a bullish perspective. The problem is we're dealing with corrective subwave structures, and this wave 4 is very, very deep. So the low point was in December, and there is no impulsive rally in wave 5 yet. The problem is this rally, the way it looks, the 5th wave is likely not even going to be long enough to break above the A wave high. So that means that there's something isn't right here. It could be that the 3rd wave is going to extend like this, and then this would put us nicely into the $43 range, right? This is how it ideally would unfold. I just don't see the likelihood for 2 more highs here. It's just not highly likely. I mean, I can label it like that, like A, B, C. Then we can also change the support area a little bit, at the adjust it slightly, and then also at the 78.6 fib level, because a B wave can easily dip to that level, 761. And then, however, we would need to see a pretty bold move to the upside in the wave C of 3. I mean, that would be the bullish scenario. I mean, from a bearish point of view, I mean, I leave this larger support area where it is, because it could be that wave B that presumably bottomed in July is still unfolding. So I'll mark that with B question mark here. And I'll highlight that in yellow. And the reason why I'm saying this is because this move up is just in 3 waves so far. So there could be at any juncture, there could be a B wave top. Okay, so without any impulse to the upside, or let's say even a local low that is clearly defined, it is challenging to say that this white count is really high likelihood. It's what I'm watching for. I'm still watching for higher prices across the sector, but it's just not high confidence. All I'm saying is it's likely going to morph on the smaller time frame. It's certainly not impulsive. I can see it as a diagonal pattern. There's no way you can count that impulsively. There's no way. Especially because of the clear 3-wave move in the beginning. Yeah. So another reason why I am short-term still looking for higher is because this dip is only in 3 waves. I mean, had this been a 5-wave move down, it would be much more problematic. So I think we can still be cautiously optimistic, but I don't necessarily expect it to run all the way to the end. I keep an open mind. I will adjust support areas as long as, necessary. But the 78.6 fib level here is sort of the last support, that would support the white count. Below 761, it becomes more and more likely that the price is declining in wave C in yellow. I don't have a very good feeling about this chart, I have to say, right? It's been disappointing in terms of performance from the July low. Now, I've never been really bullish on this chart, right? But we are still watching for higher. And I mean, it's performed. This was our support area. It rallied. But is it going to get to 43? I mean, I hope so. I'm be open to it. Also, the initial rally was in 5 waves. But don't forget that this chart is it's a lifetime downtrend. So there's no long-term bullishness here. That's the thing. So what I'm tracking here from a bullish point of view, it is essentially simply a corrective rally in an overall downtrend, right? Until the market proves something different is going on. Okay, like a long-term uptrend, but we're not there. So there is a potentially short-term uptrend, absolutely. But this here is corrective, definitely corrective. And other coins rallied much more from the November lows. So it indicates some weakness. Yeah, that's the update about ICP. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.